I'm Dr. Satisha. So I've done PhD in STEM education in University Science Malaysia. Right after that, I came to Tenby, and I was looking for how we can bring STEM into Tenby School, and then happened to be that's the time Miss John, our campus principal, and our SLT team, everyone was looking into how to bring STEAM and STEM into Tenby School. So it was a great opportunity. So that is how, from a Year 5 homeroom teacher, I became the STEAM coordinator for Tenby Penang. Yes. Yeah. Tenby, this is my 4th year. I've been teaching for 14 years, but this is my 4th year in Tenby. Yes. Unlike in other schools, we are trying to embed STEAM as an approach into our teaching and learning. So if in other schools you see it's a STEM club or STEAM as an extracurricular activity, but for us we see it as a very good pathway and approach to mold our students. So what we do here is we encourage lessons to be in a way where students observe like a scientist, and then they think like a mathematician, and use computational thinking. They look into patterns, and then they think like an engineer to find a solution to a problem, and then finally they articulate like an artist and share their solution with others so that everyone can understand what happened. So as an innovator, you should be able to share what you have found, a solution to a problem. So you need that art in STEM. So that's why Tenby is taking STEAM, and that is STEAM approach in Tenby Schools Penang, where we integrate all these things and we encourage students to think from different perspectives so that they are ready when they look out for a job once they finish their education. So that is how STEAM is in Tenby in terms of relating it to how it's going to be relevant when they grow up. Yes. When I was in school, and then when I finished and went into university, I realized there's a huge gap from what we learn in primary and secondary school and moving on to tertiary, and it's even more worse in industrial level. Okay, so I was thinking how we can narrow this gap. That's when, so right after I did my degree and masters in biotechnology. So I'm actually from applied sciences background, but I was very passionate, because usually in school they don't know what is it there to be a professional scientist or engineer. So I want to move to education, bring this to the school. So when I got to know about a STEAM and STEM approach during my PhD time, I got really excited because I felt like, wow, this is the way you can bring STEAM into classroom. So that really inspired me, especially I think it's even more relevant at this time, because you can see AI is already taking a lot of different job area, and a lot of the jobs are not relevant anymore. So the job scope is changing as we move towards Industrial Revolution 4.0. So we have to train the kids to meet the job expectation. So that is why STEAM is an amazing approach, because STEAM connects education to real world. So, and not only that, they get to explore their strengths and weaknesses in school, so they kind of know where they are heading to. So these have inspired personally my students because before I came, their ambition was like, oh, I want to be doctor. I keep hearing that, but now they want to explore, like especially girls, they want to say, I want to be an engineer. I want to be an artist who's able to tell a scientific story, like if they discover something, but it's not only just very plain and dry. They make it interesting by bringing the storytelling element. That is science and arts together. So I can see now children are more active. They want to explore more. They want to know what are the career in STEAM when I do STEAM approach in my classes. Yes. The overall STEAM curriculum here, we use two different methods. One is the integrated interdisciplinary method, and another method is transdisciplinary method. So interdisciplinary method, we take one or two concepts from science, technology, engineering, arts and maths and integrate into the lesson we are teaching. For example, like I might be teaching a science topic, but I'll integrate a bit of coding into my lesson, for example, okay? Or I might be teaching maths, but when I'm teaching 3D shapes, I want them to do an art using 3D shape. That's maths and art, you know. So that is interdisciplinary. That means I take concepts from any two of the STEM and then mix it into my lesson. Okay, so I've taught science by integrating English, where myths and legends were in science lesson, yes. So we have lots of fun when we join the lessons, like we join the concepts together. So children know, oh, I've learned this in maths, now I can use this in arts, you know, something like that. They can make connection by themselves. Another method is transdisciplinary method, where we bring real world problems into the lesson. So this is where we use United Nations Sustainable Development Goal, we introduce a real world problem, and then children explore. When you bring transdisciplinary method, students automatically have to think critically and creatively to find a solution. So they automatically will be able to find solution from a mathematical perspective, from a science perspective, from an engineering design perspective. So that's two ways where we generally go in Tempe Schools Penang. Yeah. So you can see now our STEAM engine is going to be launched on 29 June. We are all working towards it, super excited. Many of the visitors who have come from universities, industries, they have shared that we have a futuristic view for education. So many of them already want to collaborate with us. So we are looking at opportunity on how we can collaborate with universities and industries, so they can work with our students to do some projects, okay, like a week of project or maybe a summer holiday project, something like that, so that when our students interact with people from industries and universities, they know, oh, this is the expectation, you know, so that I should be ready, you know, I make myself ready for that. So they get to interact with real life professionals in that sense, they get inspired from them. So that is one idea. Another idea is, of course, what we are doing now is we are aligning all our timetables and lessons and everything, so that these facilities here can be utilized more as part of the lessons. So these are currently our plans to work internally within our team, where we are planning the lessons to be you know, engaging, more fun using the facilities here, and also through our networks and collaboration with industrial partners and universities. So these are the plans now. One thing is, we definitely want to introduce AI, because looking at the pattern for Industrial Revolution 4.0, I can't emphasize that enough, AI is definitely going to play a very important role. So when some of our teachers went for a conference last year with industrial partners, we know that the industry is moving towards that, where in future productions, you know, production lines and everything, it's all going to be controlled by AI and robots. So that means we humans, we have to train ourselves and our future generation to be one step ahead of AI and robots. Okay, so that's where we are looking at empowering students to use AI. That means we don't just give them the tool, oh, use ChatGPT or use you know, Gemini or something like that. We are encouraging them to use it mindfully, okay, so that they are aware it's a tool to support their learning. Not just copy from AI and write it down. Then we are not using our critical thinking and creative thinking. At this point of time, some of our classes are doing pilot tests on few tools like Midjourney, Canva, Khan Academics AI tools and stuff like that. But it's in a pilot stage, because we want to know where the students are and how we can empower them to use like a good digital citizens, you know, being mindful of how they use. So what we do is, usually we give an activity like writing an essay, and then compare with an outcome done by AI, and then side by side, we do a reflection learning. What went well in my writing, what are the ideas that the AI have given, and then compare. We are also using AI to give instant feedback, because AI able to look at an outcome and say, okay, you could have added this, and then we don't just stop there. After that, the student come back to the teacher and say, this is the AI's feedback and this is what I feel, and then compare with teacher's feedback. So they are reflecting about their outcome. Whatever they have learned, they have done it, now they're comparing. So they get not only teacher's perspective, but they also get the AI's feedback as well. So this make them a much better learner. They can reflect on their own learning and they can justify, do they agree with the AI or do they not agree with the AI? If they don't agree, why? So a lot of thinking process is happening. So we are moving towards that. We are still in pilot studies, but we want to make sure that we are ready and it's also safe, for students to use, because of course AI comes with biasness, hallucination and data privacy issues. So we are making sure that when we introduce certain tools, it's really effective and it's empowering the students in that sense. Yeah. Oh, they are super excited. Every day they are asking, can we come here? Can we use this? Can we use that? They just can't wait for the launch. Some of them are already started using, especially for the soft launch. We had some of our national school students, our international school students, they used food tech room, they use the makerspace, yes, they use the science lab. So both international and the private school, they came in here, they use different facilities, and same goes to both secondary and primary students. So everyone had an equal opportunity during the soft launch to try out. So yeah, once they got the taste, they don't want to stop. They're just waiting for the next academic year to, for the wow wow boom to happen in this facility. So we have XR Lab. XR Lab stands for Extended Reality Lab. So that is the room where they're going to use virtual reality and augmented reality. So in primary level, they will be using some of the tools, making some 3D objects so that it can be, it can be part of a VR or AR platform. Yes, and as they move on, like you said, they will learn how to make use of this in a gaming platform, in a business platform. Like now, IKEA and many big companies, they are using AR to sell their product. So it will be a time where you don't have to go to the shop. You just have to get the app, put it on your house and see, oh, that works for me. So we are training our students to be there. So it's not only just using existing tool, but as they move to secondary, they can create their own content for AR and VR. So that's our aim for that lab. And we have amazing food technology room. So it's not any food tech room. It has that industrial, setting. So it's fantastic. Even I want to cook there. Here, all the materials we use is a high quality materials from the induction, from the stove, everything. It looks very modern kitchen. Because children are always attracted to the first physical look. So that room is just calling people to come in with all the modern equipments. So that is there, and we have a graphic designing room coming up under design and technology, and we have primary maker space where young innovators keep innovating things in the room. So in that room itself, we have 3D printers, X tool, it's a cutter, we have that. Lots and arts and craft materials, sewing machines, so that in young age they get to innovate different things as they learn as part of their lessons. And then in second level we have our own recording studio. So yes, that's second level is a lot on arts. So that's going to be our drama room. So we have black box theatre where children can set up their drama, rehearse, everything is there. And then we have music room equipped with all the music instruments, and right beside the recording studio we have media suite. Media suite is a special room. It has all the iMac, Mac Apple product. And we're going to install all the specific softwares to do filming, post-production editing, creating jingles, you name it. Yes, when our students are empowered, I think they will do much better than us. So that is level 3, and sorry, that's level 2. Level 3 is science and maths, where we have a biology lab inspired by space theme kind of a setting, very different interior design. We have chemistry lab, we have physics lab, integrated lab. All the labs, the design looks very different, very unique, and the idea behind the design is to encourage more collaborative and creative thinking. Instead of a general science lab which has a rectangle table, this shape itself will allow more collaboration among students. So that was the reason behind the ideation. And then we have maths classes where a lot of mathematical thinking going to happen. So that's level 3. So you can see it's all connected. We have media suite, ICT room, classrooms as well. Very modern concept. You can see our concept is a rugged industrial concept. That is our ID concept. So to showcase, it's a place to work, innovate, making mistake and learning out of it and making it better. So that's our steam engine. Definitely being a STEAM coordinator, my favorite is STEAM fairs. This is going to be our 4th year. So if you look at the history, when we first started, it was just online. 2020, we started online just for primary international students. I organized it because we were wondering how we can boost students' learning, because it's COVID, we were online. It was very difficult period. So we wanted to bring that happiness in them. So that's where STEAM approach came in, and we said, let's have a STEAM week online, and I will do the organization. And my line manager at that time is Etta. She is the head of primary. So she said, yeah, let's try. It sounds interesting, why not? And it was a huge success. That was the first time Tenby was hearing STEAM, and they were very excited. That's when students started talking about it, parents started talking about it. So, it just happened, and at the same time, like I said, Ms. John, SLT team, they were all looking at how to bring STEAM in a more bigger scale into Tenby. So it all just happened, I should say. And then the following year, we are back in school. Our national primary thought they should also do it. So they did it for their national primary school. And the following year, right after that, it became a whole school event where we invited our parents, our existing parents, to bring along their friends and everything, just to know what is STEAM all about. Because we wanted to reach out to larger crowd, especially within our parent community. And 2023, I think I took over, and we partnered with some of the universities and organizations at that point of time. This year, we are going larger. We have about 15 different organizations partnering with us, and they are bringing their own facilities, equipments, modules to run workshop for participants, and we are expecting about 800 to 1,000 plus crowd this year for STEAM Fest. Our main idea this is to create more and more awareness about STEAM in our community, inspire more young minds to use STEAM in their daily life, and also to connect with people who are unable to access STEAM. Like for example, we have Rohingya children, they are refugee children. So this will be the opportunity for them to come over and experience STEAM in different facets. So like that, STEAMfest is always an opportunity to connect with everyone, talk about science, technology, engineering, arts and maths endlessly, and showcase that it can be used in any area, any field, using different methods. So that's the main idea. So my favorite is always STEAMfest. Penang is a beautiful island, at least this part. So I should say there's a couple of places that I really love, especially shopping and stuff like that. But if I want some serene and quiet, I would say Botanical Gardens, Penang, because you can just escape from the stress and the work stress and the sound, because it's a very silent place. It's very nice to have a jog or walk during the evening, enjoy the nature, and biotech being my background, I love biology, so I love the nature. I'm a plant person, so I love different species. So yeah, it's a great place and I love to go there.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.